Let's speak to George Galloway first, the Bradford West MP for the Respect Party. And he was one of those people who, I guess like you, George, does divide opinion.
Well, he was a working-class hero, and as John Lennon said, that's something to be. And that obviously brings forth enmity from those who don't want working-class people to get ahead, who want working-class people to be docile and to work the hours and for the wages that the employers dictate. And Bob was not a man to whom you could dictate. But the telling thing is, as you implied actually, a very fine introduction, although Bob was famously a Millwall supporter whose slogan is "No one likes us, we don't care," in fact, people did, even if it was in secret, like Bob Crow, because they recognised that he was faithful to the ideals that he professed, to the workers who elected him, who paid his wages. And they knew that Bob had no other master than the workforce of the railway, maritime and transport industries. And in a shrunken political class where nobody trusts hardly any of our leading figures, Bob was really a giant of a man.
We're running out of people like him to say what they think in public life.
There are still some in the trade union movement, Len McCluskey, Mark Sarwotka and others. But Bob was one of a kind, no doubt. I don't know if he kept whippets, but he certainly had all the other attributes of the traditional working man. And people like that. The class that we have of fork-tongued leaders who say one thing in one place and one thing in another, and one thing at one time and another thing in another, are not much respected or loved, and their passing would not have the shock value that Bob's passing has had today.
Thank you very much, George Galloway, Bradford West MP. With me in the studio is Simon Weller, colleague of Bob Crow's, really, national organiser for ASLEF, which is the union that represents